We are live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, everybody around the world that is listening to us and is hopefully attending our session. Today's session is, as the last two times, MicroStation Advent Benefits 2022. This time we celebrate the candle number 3, just like the Advent Corona celebration that we have in Germany for the last 4 Sundays before Christmas. So today I have my dear guests with me, my team. Maria Sanchez Tuñon, she's product sales manager, product sales engineer EMEA, master in forestry engineering. I have with me Azar Wazim, product sales engineer EMEA, civil engineer, master in construction project management, and Bartlomiej Zimmerman, product sales engineer EMEA, civil engineer, graduated in civil engineering. And my name is Nanette Dorando-Grad. I'm product sales manager EMEA. And today's topics, if you already attended the last sessions, you might remember this list. Today's topics will be adapted to your workflow, productivity, and data management and visual reporting. This is are also 3 important topics of the top 10 reasons that we identified for using MicroStation. And now I hand over to my colleagues. And as far as I remember, Maria will start with adapted to your workflow.
Hello. MicroStation is a perfect tool because it can be adapted to your workflow. It gives you freedom to choose the best way to work. MicroStation provides both design modeling and drawing production, supporting efficient and sustainable workflows in project delivery. As we will see in the next slide, we can create multiple sheets in a single operation with MicroStation. For many years, I have worked in railway projects and it has been very useful. But this workflow is valid not only for linear infrastructure projects, but also for every kind of projects. Next slide, please. To create the sheet layout, the only thing you need to do is to collect all the data and start placing named boundaries here. They will be automatically incorporated into the sheets. For linear projects like this one, we just need to choose the option called place an array of named boundaries along a path. Here, you will see it now. And we need to define the overlap value we want to have between every pair of sheets. The sheets are automatically aligned with the selected path. And they cover the whole length of the section. You just need to select the template you want to use. Click OK. And all the sheets will be created. We can check the result and navigate between the sheets via the Views dialog, or we can also do it directly from the model where all the sheets are included, as you can see here. And you can change easily from one way to the other. So that's it.
All right. Thank you, Maria.
Maybe one comment from my side. I think it's really important to understand that however you work and whatever your procedures are with your daily workflows, You can always adapt MicroStation according to your workflows. There is nothing that we are aware of that MicroStation isn't able to fulfill. So it's important to understand that however you work, MicroStation can be your tool of choice because it can help you with all the things that you're doing. Bartek.
Correct. And I have some more reasons for this. So let's go with reason number 4, called productivity. So MicroStation is a multidisciplinary CAD solution. It includes all the capabilities to make 3D modeling and 2D drawing, production, reporting, and rendering in single product, simply simplifying everybody's work. What we see here, I suppose it is playing. What we see here is the example of hypermodeling technology. And this technology in MicroStation will help you to navigate between 3D models and 2D drawings dynamically in the same environment. You don't need to switch to other sheet, to other tabs. You have everything in your first view. In this example, we are creating the documentation for this model by using MicroStation's section callout tool. And this tool allows us to very quickly and easily create a section or plan drawing directly from our model. Just defining the section line, the create drawing tool allow us to create all the plans, sections, and elevations needed directly from the 3D model. As I said, everything is being created in this single environment. You don't need to switch to another application. I'm sorry, the example has stopped for a.
That's life, Bartek.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now you can see the sheet and how to place the cross sections from the library. There is a special box where all of these sections are being stored. Yeah, it is playing now. Everything is being created and done automatically and intuitively. You don't need to dig deep in the MicroStation's options to create your final version of your drawing. And from the sheet, you just use the bubble to quickly jump from the 2D drawings to the 3D model and check sections and model in the same view. So you have like very quick insight in the context of this section and see where it is located, and I don't know if it needs to be modified or something. You can also change the views from horizontal to vertical. You can change the side. You can also change the scale or some other details to bring your drawing to the final version as you wish it to look like. All right. In MicroStation, you can work inside MicroStation. You can work in a realistic environment to create your 3D models. One of the features our users find more useful is the 3D line styles. This feature allows you to create 3D elements based on patterns in a very easy way. As you can see here in this example, we are creating the guard relays, and many other elements used in linear projects. Also, as I mentioned before, MicroStation includes a powerful visualization engine to create photorealistic renderings. A lot of predefined settings available make very easy to explore different rendering alternatives. So yeah, you don't need to be an expert to create nice images with your projects. As you can see in this example, um, this is as easy as selecting the rendering method, the output quality desired, the scene environment, and the light settings, and simply run a new render request. In a few minutes after choosing all of these options, you will get a high quality photorealistic rendering that you can use to communicate, um, simply to communicate better your projects. As you can see here, you receive the output quite quickly. You see the progress, and you can adopt changes if it does not meet your requirements.
Maybe there's one thing we should add in terms of rendering or visualization. We changed the visualization engine in the last two versions from Luxology, which was an external product, to Vue, which is a part of Eon software that has been used to do such fantastic render visualization results as Avatar has been done with, for example. So even if some of you might miss Luxology because they're used to it, the new versions have a very, very good, maybe even better engine included for at no cost, which was used to do fantastic results in cinematic in the cinematic area. So don't worry if you find a new interface for the visualization. This is also quite easy to learn, and we have lots of training videos already pre-recorded. So
Correct, and lots of user success managers who are eager to support users with learning new features.
correct.
All right, but MicroStation rendering engine does not stop on defining like pre-rendering features of the final drawing. It also allows you like to post-rendering some of post-rendering additions. You don't need to stop on what you have received from the rendering. You can edit the picture. You can make it as you want it to be presented to your audience, to your customers, or to your managers. So lots of interesting capabilities and functions inside such simple application as MicroStation is. All right, thank you. This is it from my side.
Thanks, Bartek.
Thank you.
Azar.
Yes, so thank you, Bartek. So topic that we have selected for today is data management and visual reporting. So if we were present in physical audience today, and if I would have asked them what was the major challenge, I bet looking at the next slide, 90% of the people would have raised their hand that this is the most boring task or most repetitive task that they hate doing it. So we'll discuss that in detail. So one thing that I would like to start right now is that MicroStation has an amazing advanced data reporting technology. So what it does is technically helps you to manage your data faster and easier. So what happens is you communicate your projects better. You have better visualization. It will all the details related to the projects will be communicated better without any confusion. So with this, we've actually provided the display rules to create your 3D visual reports. So if Bartek can go to the next slide, I would like to discuss further in detail. So in this example, so in MicroStation, our drawing can include data-driven annotation. So what does this mean? Why will we use it? So typically when you create a drawing, you need to add some annotation to include some of the non-graphical properties that cannot be seen from the geometry. But if you do this as a manual process, you will need a lot of time. You make spelling mistakes, pillar becomes piler. It happens, it's a human error. Or you'll be just bored making a repetitive work. So in order to be more efficient, we have several options with MicroStation. So one of these features is called favorite text. So these texts are created with technically fixed label names and element properties. For example, in this you can see that fence note. So as soon as you go here, you just take your select this thing, fence note is added. And as soon as you place this text on a drawing and select a fence element, all the properties will be updated with the values associated to the selected fence. Some of the properties might be based on the geometry like length, and some other will be based on the business data like the manufacturer name. So any changes will be automatically reflected on this. So here now you can see how it works. So in this example, you can see how the drawing is visible on the view one with the annotations placed and linked to the fence, and the model is visible on the view. As the elements showed in the drawing are referenced from the model, any change in the model geometry is reflected in the drawing. So the geometry-based properties like length are automatically updated, and if you make undo, both geometry and value are back again to the previous situation. So if you see, the main target here is limiting the amount of work we need to do every time there's a change in the design. If the design changes, we want to have all the annotations and report automatically updated. So you know that identify how many elements you want to be annotated in the whole project can be tricky sometimes. So to find these elements, we can take advantage of the display rules. As an example, we want to add a label to all the trees that must be removed in the project explorer. At the left panel, you can see that we have created a display rule to highlight all the elements or trees in this case, for example, which will follow a certain criteria to be removed. Then selecting the rule, we can find that once we select the rule here, we can find that there are like 4 trees highlighted. Now we can select the tree remove label and attach the label to all the highlighted trees. So that will show several tree property plus to be removed red label. So this is the proper example. And once finished, we can switch off the display rule and go back to visualize the drawing in the normal way. So all the annotations in the drawing are technically linked to existing element, but just like existing labels, different elements, you can see how the properties are automatically updated to the new element properties just after the reassignment. So there's no chance of making error because everything is predefined. You don't have so it sort of minimizes your work. You're not doing repetitive work because once okay, you have already gone through a tedious process of designing, modeling, everything, and then it gets irritating to like manually put labels on each element on the drawing, which gets frustrating after a point of time. So this one was really a lifesaver for me, and I believe my team members also they would have used this feature somewhere in their life and would have find it pretty beneficial. So this was with data-driven annotations in MicroStation. And next thing that we'll see is the display rules in MicroStation. Pati, can we go to the next slide? So in the last example, we use display rules as a way to make graphic filter and easily find some elements to do annotation. But display rules is a powerful tool that can actually help us to make what we call visual reports. The first one here is similar than the previous one is used to find all the elements of the same type very quickly, all shrubs using the override symbology option. Shrub planting are visualized in red, and the elements that are not shrub planting with a 90% transparency. So you can remove, you can override the symbology and replace the request to directly hide element. Okay, so in this case, but if you see, the display rules are not only used to identify, but also to represent some elements in a different way. And highlighted are the reinforced. I mean, the designing like irrigation areas with specific color and pattern. So it is very easy for you to create your own display rules. The display rule editors will give you all the options needed in one place, including the criteria and the order selected for the display rule. The process just requires you to assign a name to the rule so that you're not confused, and define the condition to filter the elements. And finally, the actions can be applied to these elements. So if you select override symbology, then just need to assign the color for the element for the filling area, line style, etc. And if you select hide element, the element will just disappear from your screen when the rule is will be applied. So it is as simple as like how you apply filters on an Excel sheet. It is as simple as that and happy. So in case you have done everything, but you don't want all the display rules to be shown, you can deactivate all the rules and your visualization will be restored to the model regular view. Simple as that. So this is one of the really key important feature that could be really beneficial for you, and you should try it out for sure. And in case if you can always set for a certain project, you can in the initial of the project stage, you can set up your rules, display rules according to that, and it will reduce a lot of repetitive work from your end. So in case you have anything else you would like to know further, you can reach out to us and we can show you more in detail on how this is can be beneficial for your organization as well. So I think that's it from my side for today. Leonard maybe has.
I have nothing to add. That was very good. Thank you very much, Azar, Maria, and Bartek. I just take over the control again, just to remind you of what we already talked about and what is left. That means next week's topic is project data shelf life, high fidelity of output deliverables, and as a bonus feature, you can say that it's powered by iTwin. And that is it for today. But I don't want to miss to tell you to go to our data resources. You can scan the QR code that you see here on the website. You can get your free trial out of that. You can go to the YouTube channel to watch the learning videos. You can go to Twitter and with the hashtag MicroStation, you can see what is already what has already been created, and for sure the website. And we also have created a self-paced demo. Sorry, Bartek, if I need to cover your head right now. That's not possible to do it other ways.
I can do this,
This is a special kind of playing around with your own demo. With that demo, you can choose the topics that are most important for you, less important, or somewhat important, or not at all important. And then the demo of MicroStation is being created against your personal needs. And that is, and from that Go Consensus demo, you can also come directly to the trial or to get in touch with us. So that's a very useful tool for you to understand if MicroStation is a tool that you want to continue with. So I give Bartek his face back. Last but not least, we still have the switch offer for all that are willing to change their software or want to use MicroStation as an addition to your existing data CAD data structure. We have an offer that gives you 20% off with an annual subscription, or 30% off the perpetual license under special conditions for sure. Best is to contact us via email if you want to if you want to take advantage of that offer or get the code to go shopping on our website. Yeah. What else did I miss?
So how to get
Students,
the MicroStation trial in 10 seconds? Pick up your phone, go to the right corner of the screen, scan it,
Yep.
and get your trial license. So the QR code is technically the link to trial license. Is the fastest way of getting a trial license for you.
Yep. Correct. Maybe Maria mentioned.
students,
mentioned the
about this.
students before we started. Maria, please feel free to talk
So
about it.
if you are a student and you are in a university, so Bentley provides free software for you. So you just need to contact us, and we will contact the academic our academic team, and you will receive the free software for you.
Exactly. Important is that you have your student, I wanted to say student license, that's not true. Your
Card.
Student ID
student
card.
card, your student ID card that you can prove that you are a student at a special university, or even if you are an apprentice in an engineering office, then also there we have some options that help you get at least a short-term free version that you can use to do your trainings and your education with. Yeah, that's it from our side. The switch offer to get the discounts ends next week on Tuesday, up to now. So whoever is in hurry, shop now, or get in touch with us, or do the trial, or do the demo, whatever you like. We hope to hear from you, and that's it from my side. Thanks, Azar Maria Bartek. Appreciate your help. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Thank
See you
Bye
you.
next
bye.
week. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.